I am giving away free VIP access to every single person who likes, comments, and subscribes to this video right here, okay? Guys, I'm giving you a free value. You guys want to be on my VIP picks. Hell, you want to be on my VIP picks just for college football Saturdays alone. Guys, this past Saturday, so on my VIP picks, I'll give out, outside of the player props and the daily fantasy sports picks that I give you all for free, I give you guys spreads and totals for college football Saturday, NFL, other NBA and NFL picks throughout the week for Monday and Thursday night football. Guys, we went 9-1 in college football this past Saturday on our picks, outside of player props. The free picks didn't do as great, but those VIP picks, man, whew, I was cooking. I had the over in the South Carolina A&M game. I had Notre Dame minus 12.5. I had Arkansas plus 4.5 against LSU. What else did I have? I had Oklahoma plus 6.5 against Alabama. They won outright in Tuscaloosa. Oh my gosh. I had Georgia minus 6.5, and they completely blew out Texas. I mean, guys, I had the finger on the pulse, and I've had winning records the past like 3 weeks, I believe. I have to double check, but I am hot. You'd want to be in the VIP just for college football picks alone. All right, guys. So like, comment, subscribe to this video right here, and I'll give you guys VIP access for 30 days. All right, get on the program, man. Now we got Monday night picks and preview. I have my 4 favorite free picks for Monday night football. We have Raiders, Cowboys. All right, now guys, before we get into today's video, guys, I take all my picks on the Betr platform. You guys can use my code TEACH10. New users get free $10 and up to a $200 bonus on your first deposit. All right, guys, you gotta get on with the program. Get on Betr, man. That's where I'm getting all these good lines. Now, guys, let's hop right into today's picks. Starting off with pick number 1, we have, whoops, you didn't see that. Not yet. We'll get to it. George Pickens, over 66.5 receiving yards. I absolutely love this play. This is my favorite play of the day. This is the pick I give out in my free pick on Winible, right? On my Winible store, I will give you guys free ticket. If you join the free tickets access, I'll give you my free favorite play and before the YouTube drops, so you guys can pick all your plays around it. And I have the weekly tickets access and the monthly tickets access for $49.99. And I'll give you guys to free for like, commenting, and subscribing to this video. So let's get to it. All right, George Pickens, over 66.5 receiving yards. Now, he's hit this in 8 out of his last 10 games. Some of them kind of close to the line, but most of them he's pretty decently over by like a good like catch or two, depending on how much yards he's getting on each catch. But excuse me. Looking at this matchup against the Raiders are 16th in receiving yards allowed, giving up 227 yards per game. All right, so about middle of the pack, 16th, about middle of the pack in the NFL. But against receivers, look at this. They are 24th in the league. They're bottom a third of the league in receiving yards allowed. They're giving up nearly 160 receiving yards to receivers. Now, Dallas does have quite a few targets. They have CeeDee Lamb. They have George Pickens. They have Jake Ferguson, who's been emerged a bit this year. Javonte Williams sometimes will get a few receptions out of the backfield. But Pickens has been one of the main guys this year. Looking down here at the target share, I mean, it's really him. Jake Ferguson even has a higher target share than CeeDee Lamb. I know CeeDee Lamb had that injury, so he's been out for a little bit. But, I mean, Pickens has been the go-to, man, and he's an absolute demon. If you guys watch George Pickens play football, he'll catch a ball for 5 yards and, act like he is a crazy man. He's an absolute psychopath, and I love it. But that's why his line's so high at 66.5, and we still love it. I mean, looking at his insight, he's gone over 60 receiving yards in 7 of his last 8 games, and in those 8 games, he's averaging almost 92 yards per game, way over the 66.5. This feels way too easy against a really bad Raiders secondary. I love George Pickens to just absolutely go off against the Raiders. I do think this is going to be a high-scoring Monday Night Football game. These are 2 pretty bad defenses, and the Cowboys' offense is incredible, to say the least, even though their defense is pretty bad. But anyways, that's our first pick, George Pickens, over 66.5 receiving yards. Now, moving on to our second pick of the night, a bit of a weird one. You're probably like, really, man? But we're going Dak Prescott, over 9.5 rushing yards. Absolutely electric play. I know. You guys are like, seriously, dude? He's hit this in 5 out of his 10 games, and he's hit it in 2 out of the last 3 games. I mean, look at this. 30. He's gone 30 rushing yards in some games, right? All we really need is 1 or 2 good scrambles, and we get this easy. Now, the Raiders defend quarterback rushing pretty well, top 10 in the league, giving up 16 per game, but that's over our 9.5 anyway, so I don't care. All we need is 10 rushing yards. We just need 2 good scrambles, really just one really great scramble, and we hit this easy. This could cash on like the first drive, just a broken down play, and Dak Prescott has some open space to run. This could hit easy. We could just be focusing on the next 3 picks. But yeah, hit it on 5 of 10, and he's averaging 15 yards rushing in those 10 games. Obviously, it's kind of highs and lows with Dak Prescott, a little bit of volatility in this, but I love him to go over this. I mean, really, we just need 2 scrambles. 2 scrambles. Come on, man. Easy. We got this. And this Cowboys offense is electric. They're high-powered. Dak Prescott's a big part of that, obviously, with his arm, but he can move around as well and run. So, love this pick, all right? Over 9.5 rushing yards. Now, moving on to pick number 3. We have, scrolling down, we have Ashton Jeanty over 83.5 rushing and receiving yards, you guys. Like, that's more like it. That's the picks I like to see. All right, now what do I love about this pick with Ashton Jeanty? Well, it's pretty simple, honestly. He's hit in 3 out of his last 5 games, right? Going 109, 86, 34, 89, and 63. But again, look, this 63 against the Broncos defense is like one of the best defenses in the NFL. And then the Chiefs defense, another very good defense, and also both divisional games as well. Is where he's gone under. So this not a divisional game against a very bad Cowboys defense. And how bad are they? Well, I've mentioned it in a few picks before in previous videos, but they're 29th in rushing yards allowed, 143 rushing yards per game, and 31st in receiving yards allowed, 271 receiving yards per game. And then you're like, okay, that's cool. Well, against the running back position, they're pretty much about as bad as they are overall. 110 rushing yards allowed per game to running backs. Ashton Jeanty's the main guy for the Raiders. Receiving yards allowed, 45 receiving yards given up to running backs. And now Ashton Jeanty's not the biggest pass catcher like out of the backfield, but he can still run the ball well. I know this Raiders offensive line is not great, but this Cowboys defense isn't great either, so it's like almost a movable object against a stoppable force. Like, so which one's going to give more? I think Ashton Jeanty can. I'm laughing because like it's so comical. Like this matchup, like 83.5. This should be easy. This could hit in the first half. Hell, who needs the entire game? We just need the first half. This and Dak Prescott rushing yards. Let's get this out quick, and then we can just focus on George Pickens and our final pick coming up here. But yeah, I mean, look at this. We scroll down here. Look at our target share. Ashton Jeanty's 4th in targets, getting a little over 10% of the targets. Like he said, 30 targets this year. Brock Bowers has been out. He's coming back. So that's a little bit skewed, but Ashton Jeanty still catches. What does he catch? He catches, he's about 15 rushes per game, and receptions. He's getting a little over 3 receptions a game. So we need 2 or 3 just like good catches for like 20 yards. I'll take that and get the other 60 something with rushing. We can do that easy against this terrible Cowboys defense. So I absolutely love this for our 3rd pick. All right, guys. Now, if you guys love these picks that I've been giving out every single week, guys, go use my code TEAJ10, TEEJ10 on Betr. New Year's get free $10 and up to $200 bonus on your first deposit, all right? And I'll give you guys free VIP if you like, comment, and subscribe to this video like I said at the beginning. But if you don't want to do that for whatever reason, it's free. You can still sign up to Betr, use my promo code TEAJ10, and then text a screenshot that you used it to 443-267-8895, and I'll give you free VIP then, all right? Whichever way you want, all right? Guys, now let's get into the 4th and final pick of this Monday Night Football matchup. All right, we have Brock Bowers over 6.5 receptions. I know I kind of alluded to it there just a minute ago, but here's what I like with this. Okay, so Brock Bowers has been injured. He missed about a month of worth of games with that injury now, but he's back. He came back. Immediately had 12 receptions against the Jaguars in that crazy overtime game. And then the next game against a tough Broncos team, divisional matchup again. Only had 1 catch. I mean, the Raiders only scored 7 points in that game, so yeah, they didn't really do a ton of offense. It's also Geno Smith, so, not great. But Brock Bowers is a very pivotal part of this passing game for the Raiders. Not that there's necessarily much of it, but I mean, you're seeing like, why is this line so high for a tight end? It's because Geno Smith loves going to Brock Bowers, and he's a very reliable target. Yes, he is a tight end, but he plays more like a Travis Kelce, like a wide receiver tight end hybrid, if you will, and he's more explosive and quicker than your typical like big bulky like blocking tight end. And as you can see here, against this Cowboys defense. Remember, we've talked about how bad this Cowboys defense is. They're 23rd in the league in receptions allowed, giving up almost 23 receptions per game. And to tight ends, they're giving up just over 6 receptions per game, 22nd in the league. So plays right along with this stat line and where Brock Bowers is at. Sorry, man. Too many football players. Over 6.5 receptions in his insights. Looking in here, he's gone over 6.5 receptions in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for receptions allowed. He's averaging almost 9.5 receptions per game. If that doesn't tell you what you want to see, I mean, shoot. I mean, look at this. 9, 10, 5, 11, and 12. He's gone double digits in 3 of the 5. I absolutely love that. I also think because this Cowboys offense is a very high-powered offense, they're going to be scoring a lot, probably going to get up ahead early in the first half, if I had to guess, putting the Raiders in a probably more of a passing scenario later in the game as they're trying to catch up. That plays very well into this matchup for Brock Bowers. And I was mentioning this earlier. But, I mean, he missed a month worth of games right here. See, played on September 28th and then didn't play again until November 2nd, all right? So he missed about a month of games. Now, keep that in mind. Let's go down here to target share. He's still 3rd on the team in targets. He missed a month's worth of games. I mean, look at that. 16% target share. He's 3 behind Trey Tucker. 4 behind Jacoby Myers, who just got traded to this team 2 weeks ago. So if Jacoby Myers wasn't on this team, he would be 2nd in the team in targets. And he missed a month's worth of games. That's why his line's at 6.5. He has to go over in this line. Like, it just makes way too much sense against this terrible Cowboys secondary. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I'm jumping all over this. This is so free, right? Now, guys, obviously nothing is guaranteed in this. There are ups and downs, and all of this is just for educational and entertainment purposes only, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's picks. Now, let's just recap real quickly. Our 4-man, we have George Pickens over 66.5 receiving yards, Dak Prescott over 9.5 rushing yards, Aston Genti over 83.5 rushing and receiving yards, Brock Bowers over 6.5 receptions. All right, guys, that's all I got for Monday Night Football Picks and Preview. I will see you guys for Tuesday. We'll probably do some NBA. Man, dude, I've been so close with NBA picks. We're going to get back on this winning side, all right? We're starting with Monday Night Football. Let's have a great week.